So when you guys buy video games or look at any website or download any app, you guys are considered consumers. What if you guys can create those inventions yourself and make it a career rather than working at a boring job at an office from 9 to 5, or actually make your own inventions? In the book Steve Jobs, The Man Who Thought Different by Garen Blumenthal, he was a college dropout who majored in computer science. And though he dropped out, he began his own company called Apple. And ever since, he revolutionized iPhones, computers, desktops, and music players. Computer science itself is programming, which is the writing of computer programming using numbers and letters called codes. Essentially, what you guys do with those codes is you guys are considered translators. You translate the codes into the computer and you give it the commands. Another thing you guys do is solve problems. Whenever there's a problem, such as a glitch or there's something wrong with the codes, you guys would have to fix it. In the studies, the discipline ranges from studying of hard math algorithm theory to computer hardware and software problems. I'm going to inform you guys about the major of computer science, what kind of careers you guys can get. The first one is computer programming. Programming is very broad. You could develop apps from your phone, create computers, or make commands for a computer. The codes you guys use are created also for creating softwares such as Java and Microsoft into that computer. The next one is developers. Developers are a bit similar to programming, but they're considered the mind behind computer programmers. There are two main developers. There are software and web developers. Software developers are, again, they're the mind behind the computer program. So they think of all the planning and what to do with it. For example, good one is game developers. If I create Call of Duty, I have to know what kind of guns they want, what kind of features they want. And through the codes, I would have to create them and see what kind it would brought up. But it's not just that. Even though you guys finish, there's always problems with the game itself, and you guys always have to fix it and maintain it. In Hackers by Stephen Levy, in 1950, there were some MIT students who developed a thing called hacking. This hacking created them to make video games and also hacking. For web developers, they're basically people who make the websites. Websites can be complex, such as Facebook, YouTube, because there's so many people using it. Sometimes it could be overboard. A good example is healthcare.gov. People may think that web developers are easy, but it took them several months to fix the problems with maintenance, or there's technical problems, and it goes on and on. That's why developers are basically the mind behind the computer program. They give the plan and they proceed to it. Then the next one is analyst. Analysts are basically the financial people in a project. They manage the budget in the project, and they also see if it's a worthwhile project. They also want to recruit the people as well. They also create new functions on the computer. For example, if there was a start button, I wanted a menu button, I would try to create the menu button by telling the programmer what to do. And there is a IT cycle for any type of IT. These are the main 5. The first is planning, the first is analyst, the second is planning, the third is design, the fourth is implementation, and the last one is maintenance. For planning, you guys just create the ideas and see if it's a worthwhile project, such as the if a person wants to develop an app. The next step is analysts. Analysts are the people who, such as analysts, they do this job, they figure out the role of the project, they try to find out the budget through it. And the third step is design. Design is basically how it goes. You want to create the code and see if it's working out. Fourth step is implementation. Implementation are actually the testers throughout, such as they finished it and you want to see if it works. The last step is maintenance, and we all know that they want to fix the problems even though the project is already finished. You always have to see afterwards if there's any bugs or glitches in it. Now that you guys know what majors and careers you guys can get from computer science, it could be a very entertaining job because you will have to create inventions or solve problems. For me, as a future information system major, technology and computer science done a lot for us in the past 30 years. We have new type of TV, we have new type of communications, and new type of transportations, and it created us a better life. Through this better life, a lot of people know how important computer science are, and especially to those around 10 or 12 or even around high school years. That's why in the magazine MIT October 2012, Ethan Upton created a small computer called Raspberry Pi. If someone wants to be a computer science major, they will need a computer. So sometimes it would be $200, $300 to buy a whole computer, but the Raspberry Pi is around $30, and the reason it's cheap is because this small computer is all you need to learn how to program and how to find out what's in the software. Another one is Google Story by David Weiss. It's a bunch of college dropouts who also majored in computer science. What they did is they found a passion and they wanted to find a global search engine. So whenever people try to find something back in the day, they couldn't really find it. All they had to do was type the actual websites. There was no search engines. But today we have Google, Bing, etc. And now their business called Google is very prominent. Computer science major isn't for everybody. The major itself isn't all about the money. It is a lifestyle. It's a job that makes you very creative itself, and also through all these people, all these college dropouts, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, the creator of Google, they didn't finish the major itself, but through learning computer science, they began a successful career. Thank you.